Can you imagine what your life would be like if you could just wake up, snap your fingers, and all of those emotional issues that you've literally ignored your entire life could just go away? Girl, me too. Unfortunately, that isn't the case for us humans. Our supercomputers like to make things work a little bit differently. So when you know if you're emotionally stunted, you can fix that. And it'll kind of be like a moment for you. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Are you emotionally stunted? Click in to find out. Hey guys, welcome to Clarity Couture. I'm Lindsay, and thank you so much for being here, taking the time to share this space with me and be present. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. And if you're subscribed, thank you for that too. So today we're going to talk about what it means to be emotionally stunted. So I know a lot of people have heard this, and the idea of emotional stunted growth is not a new thing. Unfortunately, because there is so much emphasis on somebody pointing the finger outside of them, it doesn't actually heal the issues that may be going on within. So today we're going to highlight some thought processes that people who are emotionally stunted may go through. That way, if it is you and you get triggered, that's totally okay. We're here to make you aware of what's happening so that you can change it. If you're aware of something, you have the ability to shift because you're the creator, right? So one of the main things about someone who's emotionally stunted is someone who takes another's behaviors personally, and they genuinely run with the thought process of another's behavior is how they actually feel about me. And I think that I've mentioned this quite a few times in my videos that we cannot judge ourselves based off of the behavior we get from another, because that's actually them projecting how they feel about themselves onto us. Another thing that emotionally stunted people do is they genuinely don't understand boundaries. So they'll be like, boundaries? Like, that's selfish. And I'm offended that you even tried to create a boundary. They have no ability to understand why a boundary is necessary. So they only see it as something that is against them in a negative and usually a derogatory way. I think we all know somebody that's like this when they get upset, but another sign of somebody who's emotionally stunted is they yell and they scream and they throw fits when they don't get their way. They also can have the ability to just complain when there's tons of opportunities to find a solution for whatever it is they may be complaining about. They only have the ability to complain. Another thing they may do is just shut people out completely and shut down completely. You can't get two words from them edgewise because they haven't gotten their way. So there's no reason for them to give any energy to you. It's a very take energy. So you may see this with people who are like of older generations where they were raised a very specific way and the world has changed a lot. Looking at the world is a shit show, and it's like, I'm going to stick with the beliefs from the 1950s because the world made sense then, right? So a lot of times we run into people who have an inability to hear anyone else's beliefs, not even just consider them, but hearing another person's beliefs completely sets them off the deep end. Just, they're not okay. I've had in the past where someone will get in my face and verbally scream at me, I don't believe in this. And it's something that's been scientifically proven. And of course, I'm not there to burst someone's bubble in that regard. So anytime anything gets to that point with me, I can see what the trigger is and know that that was the underlying trigger and go, okay, I should probably leave it at that. So at that point, you're the more awakened one, and it's your divine duty to ensure those who aren't quite there yet feel safe enough to be there, right? So when we're recognizing this in another person, it's our job to let them feel safe in whatever it is that they believe, and to remind them that our beliefs in no way negate or challenge their beliefs. So another thing that you would see with someone who's emotionally stunted is they don't do well with distress. Delayed gratification at all is just a big trigger for them. Anything that may cause their own mental resistance. So for instance, positive domination has been something that's been really an uproar in the industry. When I am observing the reactions about it, I'm seeing that there's a true mental resistance within these people over what they're doing, and then hearing a connotation of positive and then immediately attaching what they do to obviously being negative. This would be a good example of emotionally stunted growth. There's nothing wrong with that. You just want to address it and be wary that it's there. Acknowledge that it's there, okay? You're totally safe here to acknowledge it. No one is attacking you. I might have been a little hard on you guys in the last video, but I think that the specific people that needed to hear that video probably saw that. And I don't question when my guides say, get a little bit harder, but I do want you guys to understand that this is a safe space, and I'm sharing this information for free, and I'm always going to share this information to you for free because you need to understand that this is a safe space. I'm not doing this so that my career can get somewhere. I want you to understand that there are people in this world that have been through what you've been through, been where you've been, and gone through from where you are now to the end result, which is happiness and understanding. So when you're up against your own mental resistance and you're feeling triggered and challenged because someone else is sharing their beliefs with you, I want you to just take a second and recognize that somewhere along the lines, this trigger is your key, okay? It is your literal key to open that gate for you so you can see what it is that's causing this growth stunt for you. There is a growth stunt that's happening if you resonate with these. Trust me, I've been through all of them, literally. Another thing that a lot of people that are emotionally stunted do is they seek outside validation. They may even go as far as using material possessions, things, specific titles, husband, wife, to get that validation from other people because that is where their growth stopped. So when you can think like, okay, so I don't have anyone like this in my life. This wasn't something I dealt with. But, if you have a mom who expected you to be prim and proper, I mean, you basically went through charm school type of thing, right? There's going to be a specific amount of necessity for you to reach a specific height in society because that was conditioned into you as a child. And so that may be where you need to just find a way to grow. And I'm not saying anyone that's watching this needs to grow. I'm just simply sharing information, and I'm trying to give an example that may be something that my clients are dealing with or may have dealt with or may be able to resonate with. I had a little bit different raising, but I know that quite a few of my clients had parents who had high expectations of them. And I have a couple exes who have parents with these specific expectations from my exes. So it's kind of, I don't want to say it's easy for me to spot, but I definitely have an ability to see where it's happening. And so I don't like to say that this is a cause to the emotional stunted growth, but at the same time, that's where all your focus went, right? So when you think about it and thought of mom had me be A, B, and C, I wasn't allowed to do this, I wasn't allowed to do that, and that was just my upbringing, that was normal, your focus is going to be on this for probably the majority of the rest of your childhood, and then when you get into adulthood, those are conditions. So the reason that we highlight these is so that we can go, oh, okay, our families did the best they could, but based on our human design, that probably wasn't exactly the recipe for us. So that's why these videos are so good. It isn't to be mean or aggressive or to attack anyone. It's because the minute that you have knowledge that that's there, and sure, you might be triggered, after you get over the initial trigger, then you can solve it. Then you can grow. Then you can step over that and you can see who you truly become. And that is the reason for these videos. So I just wanted to remind you guys that my program, the Content Creators Authenticity Key, official launch is June 15th. I am accepting clients now. If you are someone who is a content creator who's been in the industry for a while, you can totally be a new content creator. But those that are kind of ideal for me helping are those who have been creating forever. And you're like, I think I may have copied Nancy's stuff and I didn't mean to, but like I'm always on the site uploading stuff and maybe it just got into my psyche and the next thing I know, I'm creating stuff that doesn't seem authentic to me because I need my paycheck and those high rolling doubling sales just stopped, but my bills didn't. Oh, and we're in quarantine, right? So if this sounds like you, where you're just like, I could really use somebody on my team, I'm not here to do the work for you. I'm going to provide worksheets, weekly phone calls, accountability, support. I have a community for anyone who's in the program. My clients are already seeing leaps and bounds from just joining. So if you are thinking that this might be something that's for you, do it. Reach out to me, drop a comment, do whatever you need to get in touch with me that makes you feel comfortable. This is a safe space. This is a good place for you to come, because as you can see from some of my other videos, I have the ability to give tough love. I'll be real. I usually don't get like that with my clients. Unless a client asks for me to give some sort of tough love, I'm going to be kind of like big sister. I want your best interest. I want to see you flourish at the highest rate possible, and I want to see you be happy beyond all belief. And sometimes that takes someone else picking up the mirror and showing us what we've been missing because we've been focusing on maybe the things we were raised around, and those things are what have been taking our focus away from our growth. So please don't hesitate to reach out. That official launch will be soon. I'm accepting 10 more people, a lot of clients who are kind of on the edge of it, and I just want to tell you guys, those ones that are like, maybe we'll just continue the calls. If you were to take the program, the odds of you needing another call after the program are slim to none. I love doing the calls with you guys. I do. I love connecting with you guys. You're helping me. We've had these discussions. But the one thing I've mentioned to each of you is, if you feel you need this much attention, one-on-one attention, join the program. Okay? Because I've been giving more to the clients in the program than I had originally planned, and it's because I'd much rather over deliver and know that everything is landing than give you what was promised and have you leave the program and not get what you wanted out of it. Okay? So this is my promise to you. When you come to me, it's marriage. Okay? I am 110% committed to you. So how committed are you to you? That's the question. So that's something that's got you really, really considering. Don't let fear scare you. Don't let anything hold you back from this program, because I'm so excited to help every single one of you. And I'm ready. So come on. All right, today your affirmation is going to be, I am surpassing new heights of growth every single day. I am surpassing new heights of growth every single day. I am surpassing new heights of growth every single day. And remember that you have the power to grow or stay the same based on your own focus. It really starts with your focus. And that's why it's so important to audit your focus. If you need help with that, join the program. Alright guys, if you love this video, please like and subscribe. Remember that your body is a vehicle for your soul. So drive yourselves well, my friends. Namaste.